A very good morning, and euro dollar has pushed down lower yesterday after faking out on this swing high over here, grabbing liquidity and reversing in towards the downside. Now, yesterday what happened? We broke this overall fractal structure by breaking the fractal low of this bearish candle over here. So the low of that bearish candle was the low that broke this fractal high. So ultimately what you've seen now is a push up, a pullback, a push up, fake out on the high, and then a push back down again. So what does this mean? Well, it means that we could see lower prices on EURUSD. At the moment, this is your area of supply. So I am looking for a short-term pullback on euro dollar. Then we'll see what happens inside of this area of supply, and that will then decide if we can push down lower or if we will just continue up higher. So at the moment, if we dive in towards the 4-hour time frame, obviously we can see that we have seen a very strong push in towards the downside. It's not completely strange, as we had a lot of liquidity building underneath this beautiful trend line. So beautiful trend line liquidity. What has now happened is that we've pushed all the way back down in towards the beginning of that trend line. So personally, what I am now looking at is a potential pullback in towards the upside. So we have arrived inside of this area of demand over here to our left. What I'm now looking for is a market structure shift to tell me that the pullback can start, because obviously if the market is really bearish, it doesn't need to pull back into, for example, let's say this area of supply over here or whatever other supply zone that you might recognize, such as this one. No, the market can just continue to push down lower with very small pullbacks. So in order to understand if the market does in fact want to start pushing back up and reach, for example, that area of daily supply, what do? We look for fractal structure. So what I'm doing is I'm looking here at the 4-hour time frame. Now preferably I would see one more sweep of the low, one more push down, making this, for example, your fractal high, and then getting that structural shift to then go long in line with the overall 4-hour trend. So going in towards the 15-minute time frame, what are we seeing at the moment? So we're seeing a lot of downside pressure. Obviously, there is a range over here, which could just get liquidated, and then, for example, the real push in towards the downside could occur. For now, I am not yet interested in longs. What I am looking at is the fact that we had a fractal high over here. The fractal high here on the 1-hour time frame broke this fractal low, and by the way, this is what I always do. If the 4 hours is a little bit unclear, just go in towards the 15-minute time frame. Now, this is your 1-hour fractal structure. So as long as that 1 hour holds, we should just continue pushing down lower. So it does make sense for your USD to start pushing down lower from here. But if we break that 1 hour, then again we see a double break in towards the upside. That could already signal that we're ready to start seeing some higher pushes and yeah, that potential pullback play. So that's what I'm looking for in EURUSD. Obviously it could pull back, but again, a lot of bearish momentum. So in order to recognize if we're going to pull back, just wait for a structural shift. The dollar index, guys, the dollar index has moved very, very beautifully. Obviously, we've just been consolidating for a very long time. However, you all know the correction has been descending, right? So after a massive overextended move, a descending correction is more often than not a tail sign for some further upside movement, especially if we start building a lot of liquidity above equal highs. So equal high, equal high, equal high, equal high. So what has happened yesterday is that the first highs have now been taken out. As you can see straight away, a reaction with this beautiful wick. But for me, there is still a lot of upside liquidity, and there's still a lot of room for the dollar index to push up higher. For the rest of today, we also have some news. We have a non-farm employment change, so it's not as heavy as the NFP that we're going to get on Friday, but do keep in mind that this will affect the dollar and your dollar position. So this could rocket the dollar further in towards the upside, but let's see. Also, what happened yesterday in Iran and with Israel, you need to keep in mind that that also affects the dollar. Let me just quickly see if I can get that news over here back up on my screen. So this is what happened yesterday. The US has indications that Iran is preparing to immediately launch ballistic missile attack against Israel. Well, obviously this has already happened. If you watch the news or if you have checked Twitter or X, you will understand that that indeed happened yesterday. And any uncertainty in the world especially attacks like this influences the dollar and pushes the dollar up higher. Okay, so if anything else happens today between the two countries, then this could fuel a further move up on the dollar. Going into AUDUSD, what is happening over there? So yesterday we saw a minor sell-off in towards the downside. Obviously, after grabbing the liquidity above this high, which I've been mentioning for so long now, it wasn't very strange that we saw a deeper pullback. We did, in fact, on that day see a strong daily close over here above this fractal high. So this means that the blue lower line is your fractal low, the blue up line is your fractal high. And now if you just draw in a premium versus discount tool, what you'll very clearly see is that after forming this fractal high, we have beautifully pulled back in towards that 50% mark. Now going in towards the 4-hour time frame, what can we see over there? So on the 4-hour, at the moment, your 4-hour fractal structure is still bearish. So obviously what has happened, and just very basic explanation, you get this uptrend in towards the highs, you then flip in towards the downside bearish, get a pullback. Sorry for my mouse drawing, it's not very clean, but you guys understand what I was referring to. Here we see the fractal breakdown. This is your fractal high, this is your fractal low. So for now the 4-hour is still bearish, hence why we've also sold off last night in towards the downside. So I'm not really looking for any longs on AUDUSD just yet. More interested in potential further downside, but I will need to look for confirmation. So what has now happened is that we've reacted to this supply zone over here. We've seen a structural shift on the 1-hour. So now what I'm waiting for is confirmation. Can we break the 1-hour again? And then I will look for further downside. Otherwise, we could just push back up higher again from that 50% mark here on the 4-hour. Going into NZDUSD, and I'll do GBPUSD in a sec. So NZDUSD was actually the best short yesterday, in my opinion. Very beautiful, to be honest. Over here, we can very clearly see, once again, a very clear swing high, guys. So boom, pushing towards the highs, then a strong push back down, building up a lot of liquidity above a very obvious daily high. Then going in towards the actual daily price action itself, you can very clearly see, I know the chart is a little bit messy, but we were not able to close above this daily fractal high. You can see we closed below. So we did break above it twice, but we closed below the fractal high each time, indicating weak bearish, weak bullish momentum, especially after coming above this swing high. Now, going in towards the 4-hour time frame, then what you can identify, what I identified yesterday, was a corrective pattern in towards the highs. All right, so what you can then very clearly see is that you form a so-called ascending channel. So you have a 1 high, 2nd high, 3rd high, which is a fake out on this high, but a fractal break. Then here is the fractal low break on the 4-hour, and then from that moment, all hell breaks loose and we sell off in towards the downside. Now, for the rest of today, the 4-hour fractal structure is with this low. This is your fractal high. This is your fractal low on the 4-hour. Still interested in shorts, only buying if we break the 4-hour high over here, okay? So that's what I'm looking for on NZDUSD. Overall, just following the overall order flow, we can very clearly see that the bearish order flow is now in control. So yeah, only interested in shorts until we break the order flow, and then I'll be interested in longs. Otherwise, just keep on selling in towards the downside, okay? And then yesterday, obviously the beautiful setup that occurred was here. First 1-hour fractal break, second 1-hour fractal break, and then that is where you could have sold in towards the downside with your stops above the highs, targeting obviously these equal lows over here. So beautiful setups to be taken across the board. Now again, still bearish momentum, so let's keep an eye on potential sells on NZDUSD. Going into GBPUSD and then of course gold. So GBPUSD sold off yesterday in towards the downside. It wasn't, let's say, entirely strange. Overall, I'm not very interested in pound dollar. It's my least favorite pair of them all at the moment. What I'm just looking at is this fresh area of demand and this liquidity low for now. So I'll only be looking for longs from there. This for me is a little bit too early. So yeah, we could already obviously start pushing up higher. If you go in towards the 1-hour time frame, what you will see is again that it's a little bit messy. Like we broke in towards the highs, we broke in towards the lows. Now if we break the high again, like it's just not my favorite pair at the moment. More focus would for me go to NZDUSD, Aussie dollar and euro dollar. So looking at the daily as well, yeah, it's not really my kind of style. That's what I would say. So not really interested in it at all. Obviously, this is kind of like a strong liquidity low. You could view it like that. So it could push up higher from here, but then I would just wait for a new 1 hour trend to start, and then just look to get in on 1 hour order flow in towards the upside. Okay. Then gold, last of all, what are we looking for there? So gold yesterday bought up in towards the highs, excuse me, from this imbalance on the daily, then going towards the 4 hour time frame. Then obviously again this imbalance, it started to push price up higher, going towards the 1 hour time frame. This is why I like using the 1 hour time frame, because if you would only use the 4 hour, there would not be any valid change of character down below over here. So to get in on that demand zone, I check the 1 hour time frame, and then what you get is a break. So downtrend, and then the flip in towards the upside once we break this high. So you could have taken an aggressive entry on the first high break over here. Then obviously you get another high break over here, which is your second fractal structure. And then from there you start buying in towards the highs. Now today, where is gold now reversing from? It's reversing from the 1 hour fractal structure over here. So this imbalance on the 1 hour time frame, again 50% body candle, that is now what's pushing price up higher. So expecting further upside today from gold, but obviously we have news, so anything can happen. But yeah, I'm definitely favoring golds, especially after the 4 hour flipping bullish fractal wise. So what happened yesterday is that this was the fractal low, this was your fractal high. So the market structure has now shifted. Ultimately what you've just seen is this. So now looking for further upside on gold in towards the highs. But obviously, again, news can change anything. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Wish you all a fantastic day and speak soon.